plan on shooting any video today, but let's see if we zoom in. Did a little trimming of the raspberry plants. This one has been had one really big branch on there, and so I wiggled it out and transplanted it into a pot. Doesn't really matter at this moment because this is what this is all about. And then the middle one had one branch with a Y, and I buried the tips, and we'll see if they root in a couple weeks. This is just grabbing the camera real quick because I figured out what's been eating my damn plants. And this soil is infested with little caterpillars. They're all over the place. That's a tiny one. That's all of about a piece of very thin spaghetti, but there are big ones and little ones all over the dirt here. So I don't know what the heck to do with it. I pulled most of this out. Now, almost all of those had no radishes. I mean, there's a little nub of a radish down there, but there are some really healthy caterpillars because they've been eating my damn plants. There's one. So, yeah, that's what's been eating my damn plants. Not going to help this batch. And then the Chinese broccoli has been getting decimated. And I wasn't planning to dig through the broccoli, but I was trying to grab a couple radishes to eat, and then I noticed all the worms. So now I have to go hunting and see if I'm imagining that's what's eating all of my plants just by the way they're getting demolished. But yeah, so in a matter of a couple days they pretty much destroyed most of my crop. So I'm not sure what to do with it. Have to figure out what's eating it. I'm not sure if the snail slug stuff would prevent them, but the neem oil definitely didn't. So that's just a quick impromptu update that I don't know if I'm going to paste it into Sunday's vid or just toss it up there whenever. We'll see. Not that you'd hear it, but good timing. The air conditioner just shut off, so this is part 2 of the video. So this is what I ended up using to kill off all of the caterpillars, and I'll try to link some pictures of that in the first part of the video. We'll see if I remember to do that or not. There's not a lot really left of the radishes, but if I had only known about that stuff earlier, then I wouldn't have lost most of the things here. Now the radishes, not a huge loss. I was able to pick the other ones that were there. It's really the Chinese broccoli which really took a beating. What I'm probably going to try to do is come in and trim some of this and see if it'll grow a few more new leaves. It's either that or I just cut my loss and regrow it, because once it gets too big it's tough and woody. So we'll see what happens. Haven't been out looking. I was hoping to see some seedlings sprouting, but nothing quite yet. The surprising thing is the snap peas over here. This plant's actually kind of coming back now that it's a little bit cooler. Corn's doing pretty well. Looks like 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 didn't germinate. That's not too bad. Actually, no, there is a little baby one. So we'll say 2 didn't. These are doing pretty good since the transplant. It's only been a week. Little flower on this one already, so we'll see what happens. Been watering every night, so it looks like it's a little dry in the corners here, so I probably need to top off the self-wicking tubs. A couple of these don't look so good, do they? These snap peas on this side look pretty sad, and the snow peas are looking pretty decent, so just a crapshoot. Actually, what I should do is get in here and I should soak some seeds and just direct seed in here and see what happens. Not a heck of a lot going on with the tomatoes, nothing cool, impressive, or anything else. Looks like the banana pepper, I've been letting this one go, just seeing how long, how big it gets. Looks like we got some bugs and some, I'm gonna guess some disease or something going on here. These I left too long on the plant and they're all soft and kind of nasty, so I need to just trim those up and need to clip the jalapenos and see if I can get that thing to start budding again. The cabbage I sprayed with the BT. It looks like we got something munching on the leaves. I can't tell. I don't see any caterpillars in here, but I mean, it really could be anything at this point. So I probably need to spray the BT again just to make sure. This one's was looking pretty sad yesterday. It's kind of perking up, but yeah, definitely something's eating the heck out of the leaves. So that's how it goes. Tomato plants are doing real well. Again, these are the Juliet grapes, so they've got some blossoms, so we should get a little bit going on there. And then these two cherry tomatoes, so you know, they're growing up through the tomato cages pretty well. And then the transplants, they're growing a little bit bigger. Now they're in something a little larger. I've been only bottom watering, so we'll see what happens. Let's look at the crusty, forget about the crusty raspberry plant. So I teased this one out of the big one, and I actually ended up clipping this a couple of days ago. I probably should have clipped it before, but it's pretty dry. I mean, I'm just getting plenty of water, but it hasn't been that hot out, but it's not doing all that well, so we'll see what happens. I keep forgetting about the carrots. So the carrots are doing really good. I need to do some thinning, but other than that, they're doing pretty well. The rest of the raspberries, it's kind of hit and miss. So this is the one where I teased out the one to put into the bucket, then I trimmed down all of the bigger branches. I bent a couple of these from this plant. I put the tip in there, and I put that tip in there to see if it'll actually root. So we'll come back end of October and see what happened. But none of these died out, so again, we'll see what happens. With the temperature cooling off, I mean, it's getting, the plants are nice and green. It just was too hot, and it's just going to take time. Then I put a bunch of fertilizer in all the buckets too. The new lemon's doing all right. It's not keeling over. That's the important part, right? Get it transplanted. I put a little fertilizer in this week. The other lemon, just doing its thing. I don't see any new blossoms, but where there were blossoms, think I showed before. Let me try to get in here. We've got 1, 2, 3, we got 4 lemons. 5, there's one all the way in the back corner. So we got at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? All in the one spot, so that's just gonna bend over and be all heavy, but you know, it is what it is. Lime tree, the old one's also doing well. Haven't seen any blossoms, but maybe soon. The never given fruit apple tree, this is year 2. I mean, it's physically growing. Got some aphid issues, so I probably need to spray again and or clip some of these little leaf clusters. Be a faster way to get rid of some of these. And the new lime plant, again, not killing over, so that's all that matters. And ginger. Don't see, oh, you know, I bet you that is grass. That's not ginger. So probably going to take a while for this to get going. I don't plan on that to grow and be harvestable before the end of the year. Just plan it to get growing and pick it in the spring. Other than that, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching.